Hi guys, I'm Tumblr user Deanna Riker. This video I decided to make kind of stemmed off of my own curiosities. I follow a lot of people and I always kind of wonder, what are their mannerisms in real life? What do they really sound like? Because you follow them and you see their text posts and you get to almost know them. So I'm just one of those people who's always wanting to know about the people. So, I'm a night owl, which is kind of proven by me posting a video like this at 4 a.m. But that brings me to my next point. It's 4 a.m. because I live in Arizona. I live in Phoenix, but I go to school in Tucson. I go to the University of Arizona, and I'm a really big dork about it. Like, I always have my U of A water bottle right at hand. You know, especially when you live in Phoenix, which is Sun Devil territory, you gotta represent the Wildcats. I have 4 blogs on Tumblr. I have 2 personal blogs. One is more of like a public personal blog about like, ooh, I find this funny, which is my Deanna, not Diana, my Deanna Riker blog. And then I have one that's more me venting, and that's not important. And then I have my Star Trek blog, which is She Wants the NCC 1701D. And then I also have my own personal opinions blog because anyone who knows me knows that I'm rather opinionated. So I have my personal opinion blog, which is Musings of My Mind. So those are my 4 blogs. And I've actually been thinking about adding a 4th or 5th blog because I have a really cool community themed URL saved, so I might have to take that one up and then maybe, you know, get some more community themed GIFs and stuff up on my dashboard. I have a lot of interests. I was in theater, I was in band, I was in choir. I love performing. I also like learning a bunch of random stuff. I am filled with so many useless facts that it's kind of hilarious because it's seriously, my mind is nonsense. I know way too much about stuff that nobody needs to know about. I'm addicted to tea. I mention that sometimes on my blog. And then the fandoms I'm a part of. I'm a part of the Sherlock fandom. I am a fan of the John Watson mustache, in case you guys are wondering. I am a fan of any mustache / facial hair. And so, of course, I'm going to love Martin Freeman, who is a part of Sherlock, who has facial hair. Like, there's no part of that equation that would make me say, stop, wait a minute, let me analyze this. Like, I'm just a fan. I think if you can rock facial hair, you always should, because I wish that I had something like that where I could be like, hey, look at this. Like, look, I'm expressing myself, like, flat on my face, but I'm also expressing myself through my clothes. Girls don't really have anything that we can do that with. Not like guys have facial hair. So, if you can rock it, rock it. I am also part of the Star Trek fandom, obviously. I have a blog devoted to it. Mostly TOS and TNG. I have a little bit of DS9 in there, but Voyager, Enterprise, I don't really have a lot of that. I am a fan of Pinto, you know, Chris Pine and Zachary Quinto, but that's more for my eyes than my mind. I think I've seen the beginning of the first reboot, and I remember the scene where, like, Jim's being born, and I don't remember much after that. I remember the scene where Leonard Nimoy was there, but I don't remember a majority of the movie, so I don't know what was up with that. But yeah, so like I said, mostly TNG because Data's there, and Data and Geordi are my bro TP, and I love them in every way, and they're perfect. So there's that. And then obviously, as you can tell by my URL, I'm also a huge fan of Deanna Troi. I kind of want to be her, and yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Riker though, which is weird because my URL is Deanna Riker, but he's growing on me, but he's kind of douchey, so I'm not a huge fan of him. Other shows I really like comedies. I like 30 Rock when that was on. I like Parks and Rec. I like Community. I like The Office. So I just really like to laugh and smile, so those kinds of shows. Which is funny because I'm also a part of the Sherlock fandom, and that's not a lot of laughing and smiling. But I post a lot about the Supernatural fandom, and I post a lot about Doctor Who, but I've never really watched that much of those shows. That's more of like, I understand these shows and I have a lot of friends who talk about them, so I know the basic storylines, but I don't really watch them. They're kind of on my backup list for the dark days when I run out of Star Trek episodes to watch. And then probably after I rewatch some. So yeah, that is a little peek into the world of Deanna Riker, and that was actually pretty long for a video all about me, but if you watched all the way to the end, congratulations and I love you. But yeah, so have a nice day, night, whatever time of day it is there, because it's the internet, so you're anywhere in the world. I'm a dork.